What's going on, YouTube land? Got a couple of haul videos for you. This is the first one. I've been back into comics for about 3 months now, and basically I'm just going to show you what I bought by month. I've accelerated and how much I'm buying and what I'm buying over the course of the last couple months. So, the quality might be better in one month than the other, or maybe not. I'm about to find out myself. This is the first time I've really broken them up in the time period when I bought them, and I'll just kind of go along with you and remember what I picked up in August. This is all August here. Then of course we'll do September and October, but this is everything I bought back when I first got back into buying comic books. This is the eBay purchase, and it's a 50-50 crapshoot if you ask me. A lot of times the pictures aren't that great, and sometimes the people ship them extremely poor, and you end up getting something that is less than what you paid for. This one, I believe, was what they said it was. They rated it a fine, very fine, and I agree. And it's the retelling of the origin of Thor. Covers by Jack Kirby. Beautiful cover. Pretty iconic cover, if you ask me. And it is that 12-cent 1968 era. And I am, as you're going to find out, a huge fan of Thor. I bought a lot of Thor in the last 3 months, and I don't think I'll be stopping any sometime soon. I'm trying to put the run together from 126 to 337. That's the first full run of Dr. Blake. This book, nothing really key about it, just the condition, fine, very fine, near mint. Number 281. And I bought some top loaders. I was at a comic book shop on the other side of the state, and they had top loaders. Well, they're 10.5 inches wide. Most of the people I see on here use ones that are 11 inches wide. So this is a thick top loader or something like that. It fits my modern size comics well. Anything that's cut, that Silver Age, early Bronze Age cut, that takes the Silver Age backboard, just doesn't fit in there well. I plan on getting, for my nicer ones, the 11-inch wide ones, and I think that'll do the trick. Near mint minus condition, 278. Nothing really key about this. It's the middle of a storyline. Avengers number 129. I just liked this book, and the condition, very fine, near mint. Red cover, Kang the Conqueror appearance. There's really nothing not to like about it. Thor number 246. Just another brick in the wall, so to speak, on the Thor run. It does have Firelord on the cover, who's one of my favorite characters in the Thor run. So, it is fine, right? Yeah, fine condition. Avengers 158. This is the first appearance of Graviton, but more importantly to me, it's a pretty epic battle between Wonder Man and the Vision. For about 20 pages, they just beat the living crap out of each other, and it's just a great issue from the first page to the last page. Mighty Thor number 412, first appearance of the New Warriors. They were one of my favorites back in the 90s when I was a freshman in high school. So it's Thor, it's New Warriors, it's something I had to have, and I paid like $3 for it. It's a very fine, near mint. Journey into Mystery, number king size annual number 1 from 1965. This book's VG shape. This was an eBay purchase, and it was supposed to be in better shape than it is. Someone glued part of the back cover on, and not real bad, but it's not perfect, so it's been worked upon. So I got it in VG shape, and I think that's pretty fair. Incredible Hulk 107. This covers this pop, and Mandarin looks pretty dangerous. It's nice. I saw this at the comic shop and just fell in love with the cover and had to bring it home. Not a huge Incredible Hulk fan as far as his book's concerned, especially in the earlier stuff. The plot's always someone tries to make him his minion, he gets mad, overcomes it, and then he's on to the next one. And it just doesn't do a whole lot for me. But when he's in other people's books, I tons of respect for Hulk. But I just can't get into that era of Hulk right now in my life. Maybe some other day. Thor number 282 versus Tempest the God Killer. I'm not sure if it's his first appearance, but probably his last. Thor just beats the shit out of him, to be quite honest. And that book's in near mint shape, and that's, like I said, I'm trying to get everything that's, Bronze era or Keys in modern era and top loaders. It's like $1.50. So to me, it's really a no-brainer. Just protect what you have. This book is in very fine near mint, and that's a Hyperion appearance. Nothing all that spectacular. This book's in very fine shape. Number 279. When it comes to newsstands, I was reading something online. I think it was through Mile High Comics. The percentage of direct editions and newsstand editions, and it's a pretty cool article if you can find it. But I think, in all honesty, when you're talking about like Bronze Age, the rarer of the two is the direct edition. I could be wrong, and if you know better than me, let me know. But the amount of direct edition sales versus newsstand sales, changed dramatically from the 70s and 80s into the 90s. Like 1990, 90% of books were direct edition, some to that extent, especially the higher grade ones. But as far as distro is concerned, it was like 90% direct and 10% newsstand. Just a filler at the end of The Death of Ego. Fine condition. A lot of these books, not all of them, to be honest with you, it just doesn't make sense to have them all in perfect condition. There's just so many other books I want, but this is one maybe at some point I'd like to upgrade a little bit. I think it was a pretty good storyline. Thor number 227. That's part of the series. Nice cover. Hercules and Firelord on there. Of course, Thor, he's on every cover. But number 226. This is a very fine near mint. Galactus appearance on the cover. That always makes me happy, so I had to have it. Thor 188, eBay purchase, allegedly in very fine condition. Fine plus on a good day, to be quite honest. $182, fine, very fine. Date stamp does not bother me. I think it actually gives the book some character, so I don't shy away from books that are in good condition with the date stamp. Doom on the cover of a two-part story. I don't have the second half, but yeah, it's a good-looking book. Thor 172, Jane Foster on the front cover. This book's fine, very fine. I bought a lot of these books at my local comic shop. I'll just give them a shout out to Kenmore Comics in Kenmore, which is Akron, Ohio. I just think John, who's the owner, is pretty knowledgeable, pretty fair about things, and I think he's a good grader, and that's the most important thing. Is book in hand, getting a look at it. I'm sure I could have got some better deals on eBay here and there, but there's just something about having book in hand for me that just makes me feel better, and I think it makes all of us feel better. But I'm sure I paid a little higher on these books than maybe I could have done better on eBay. But I hate screwing around with it and ending up with a book that's half the book you paid for, and then feeling, I don't know. I've sent some books back. I've been told to keep a couple books, but for the most part, I don't say anything. And so it's a bummer, that's all. Hercules, number 3. I believe this is from 1968. Charlton comic. Not a huge Charlton comic fan, but it was like $3. And like I said, it's like fine, fine plus, somewhere in there. Maybe it's fine, very fine. Let me see here. Very fine minus I have on there, but regardless, $3. Avengers 116. This is part of the Defenders Avengers crossover. Pretty much everybody pairs up and beats the living crap out of each other. Silver Surfer and Vision, very awesome battle. Indecisive at the end, but they both get their shots in for sure. Invincible Iron Man number 6. This is one of the first comics I've bought since I've been back. I used to collect, but I can never buy books like this. When I was, I don't know, there's a point where I was like 20 years old and I was buying books, and I could have never bought this book. And there's a point where I was 12 years old and I sure as hell couldn't buy this book. But this is one of the reasons I'm back, is these older books and the fact that I can get into them a little bit. Makes things more enjoyable for me. Avengers 134, Origin of the Vision. I think it's a 3-part series. I'm not sure. But this book was sold to me in very fine condition. But the Yahoo put it in a flat mailer and just the backing board on it and shipped it out. And the spine got a lot of ticks. So contacted the buyer. He took some money off, and I just kept the book. X-Men 44, VG plus, VG fine at the best. This book's pretty much just to represent, I like the X-Men, but I really can't afford, well, I can't say that. I'm not chasing it right now, and I don't know, I just didn't have anything Silver Age X-Men, and by the time I get to X-Men, I don't know if I'll be able to afford much as far as X-Men's concerned. I mean, they're always popular and prices always go up, but for the time being, this is what I have for X-Men. Alright, this is I got 2 of these bad boys, 431 and 432 of Adventure Comics. I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of Spectre in the Bronze Age. I know it's the first artwork by Jim Aparo. Sorry, I just don't know how to pronounce that. I have issues with that. But that's his first DC, if not his first in comics altogether. These comics made a bit of a stink when they first came out because there was a change in the code where you could kill. And this is the first comic to take advantage of that, I believe. I'm sure there's other historians out there that are much more knowledgeable than me. I got my information off the internet, which, God knows if that's, true or not. But as far as my understanding is concerned, like he mellowed this guy into wax, and he kills like that. He doesn't like take an Uzi and, blast people or anything. But there was still, a little uproar from the unhappy. Which there's always somebody that's unhappy. And we've got Iron Man number 31. This book's in fine plus condition. Pretty cheesy storyline if you ask me. It didn't really do anything for me, but I don't know. Relatively early Iron Man, price is right. Didn't leave the comic book store with nothing, so that day I picked this up. In the next few books, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you 2 books. Now, these are books that were pre-existing in my collection, and I'll just show them. This book right now, it's hot. I paid 25 cents for it in 2001. I got a huge run of the New Teen Titans and Tales of the Teen Titans. This is one of them. This book, if you ask me, is very fine minus, fine, very fine. Just has a little bit of wear here that does it in. Otherwise, everything's sharp, nice. First Nightwing It's a great book. This one, on the other hand, is number one, and it's also a great book as far as the corners, the spine. I mean, it has everything going for it near mint, except for one thing. And I'll see if I can bring it up and you can see it. If you look there, you can see that the edge was miscut on an angle. And I don't know what that does to a book's overall grade. So if anybody out there knows or has an opinion or how they feel about it, just hit me up in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it, and I have more coming up right away, actually, but I'm gonna try to get one out every couple of weeks from here on. So subscribe, comment, like, and have a good one.